Hey everyone, Paolo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a really special one because this is the story of how I walked into a Rolex boutique with zero purchase history just to try on a Submariner and somehow walked out with a brand new Rolex Datejust 36mm mint green dial reference 126200. This wasn't even the plan for the day. My wife and I were already heading out to meet up with a Tudor AD. She had her eye on the new Tudor Lagoon Blue, and I wanted to finally try the Black Bay 58 GMT, the Coke bezel. On our way, we decided to stop at a Rolex boutique, mostly if I could try on a Submariner. The Submariner they had was exhibition only. I knew I wasn't walking out with it. I mentioned I'm turning 50 next year and the Submariner No Date is one of the watches I'm seriously considering for that milestone. The AD let me try it on, and as I was chatting, I must have asked the right questions because instead of politely sending me on our way after trying the sub, he said, "We do have some pieces available in an inventory. Would you like to see them?" At the same time, my wife, who was browsing the display, spotted something. She asked if one of those pieces happened to be the green dial Datejust. The AD smiled and said yes. He walked away for a moment. My wife and I looked at each other, heart racing a little bit, wondering if this was really happening. Then he came back, and there it was. The Rolex Datejust with mint green dial, smooth dome bezel, and Oyster bracelet with a polished center links. It was game over. We purchased it on the spot. Alright, so we're at the AD and I think we're gonna get the Datejust.
Hello.
And honestly, buying a brand new Rolex at retail felt incredible, especially knowing how in demand these pieces are, and often the secondary market goes above retail. It felt like both a milestone, yeah, and a pretty smart investment. The AD added my details in the system and even noted my upcoming 50th birthday. So who knows, maybe that Submariner will still happen next year. Now let's talk about the unboxing because there's some big changes for 2025. The first surprise is there's no Rolex bag. Apparently some ADs have stopped giving them out. Second surprise was the outer box. The outer box has changed. For years, Rolex used the cream outer box, but starting 2025, it's now green. So if you're buying this year, that's what you can expect. The green box is also different and made from recycled materials with some slight tweaks to the design. You have the Datejust mint green dial. Just look at that. Inside the drop-down tray, you get the warranty card, the guarantee manual, and the brochure. Then you can still find the Rolex seal tag and the extra bracelet links if you had it resized. The Rolex Datejust 36 reference 126200 is powered by the caliber 32-35 with a 70-hour power reserve. Case size is 36mm, lug to lug is 43.5mm estimate, lug width of 20mm and a thickness of 12mm. It has a water resistance of 100 meters. It has a sapphire crystal with Cyclops at 3 o'clock. Since 2005, Rolex has added anti-reflective coating under the Cyclops, so the date is sharp and legible without rainbow glare. Now let's talk about that dial. The mint green sunburst dial is mesmerizing. Depending on the angle and light, it can look like deep green, sometimes navy green, sometimes almost silver. It constantly changes, which keeps it exciting every time you look down at your wrist. The dial has white gold button indices, a clean minute track around the edge, and the chroma light lume that glows bright blue in low light. And the Oyster bracelet is made of 904 stainless steel called Oyster steel, has 3-piece flat links, outer links is brushed and with polished center links. It tapers from 20mm to 16mm on the clasp. Clasp is with the EasyLink Comfort extension with the plus-minus 5mm micro adjustments. Honestly, if you go fluted, you have to go Jubilee. But this combo, polished bezel on Oyster, just works beautifully. Because it's 36 millimeters, it's really unisex. On the wrist, it wears perfectly, it's comfortable, balanced, and the center link catches the light in a way that makes you smile every time you tilt your wrist. So that's the story of my very first Rolex from an AD. We started the day planning out to check out some Tudors, randomly dropped by the Rolex boutique and asked to try on a Submariner, and somehow ended up walking out with this Datejust mint green dial and finally got into their system. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe for more watch content, and let me know in the comments, what was your AD experience like? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.